However, as we researched that deeper, we found that what we really wanted was to fill the gap, which is really for informal opportunities for people to connect and volunteer about things they wanted to do in the community. And so that's what we are moving forward with and have done a prototype of. We call this Volunteerize, I-Z-E, okay, as our title for this. And our purpose was to create a site to allow individuals in a local community to share needs and opportunities for action, small and large, that they see in their communities and connect with others to discuss, plan, and carry out a positive response. Really to be a virtual version of conversations that may happen in a local cafe or over a backyard fence where people share ideas and solutions and engage with others to take action. Some of the things we thought were really important about this is that it should be localized. It should cover a fixed geographic area. We thought that we want to make sure that we leverage existing networks and we don't have to create things from scratch. So we want to be able to tie in with Facebook, LinkedIn, and others. Also, we realize it have to be some type of a bar where it's a reasonably safe way for people to connect. In other words, we need to gather enough information on people so we have some assurance that they're real people and really in this for the right thing, but yet not be too burdensome. We want to keep a focus on positive, informal connections between people and neighbors. We didn't want it to become a gripe site, just where people could go in and complain about things. But we want it to be a place where people could come together for solutions. We want it to be easily replicated for other communities. And we also would want to include links for project funding tools such as GoFundMe, Go Get Funding, and Kickstarter, so that if people have an idea, not only can they get help to do it, but they can see where they might come up with local money or ways to raise money locally and beyond to make it happen. Some of the things we've talked about as far as other considerations is, of course, we have to have someone has to own it and curate the site to keep things cleaned up and make sure that the posts are consistent with the purpose. Marketing the site for people to utilize it will be important in the future. We also didn't want it to be seen as a substitute or competition with more formal sites. Like we have a Crow Wing United Way site that's quite good for formal volunteer opportunities, but actually there's no way for individuals, if they have an idea, to utilize that. So we thought that maybe this could be linked. We also think it could be linked with the Ignite work. To folks like that are coming in that might have an idea for something that they maybe have in their old community. They might say, wow, we could do that here. This would give them a way to connect with other people more informally. So those were some of the things we thought were important. And some of the things that still need to be done, I think I'll wait until Scott kind of demos the site a little bit, and we'll talk about the next steps to move this forward to complete it. Scott?
Yeah, so we didn't, this is a really, really rough prototype, but just to give you an idea of what could be there at some point. So this would be a home screen just showing some potential opportunities that are posted out there. So areas, just small tasks, small to medium tasks that you've done. And then we just have a spot where you can post a need. So this would be where you would go in and fill out, what's the name of this need, what's a description, maybe put some pictures in, your contact information. Is there a particular date that it needs done on, or is this just a recurring activity? So those are the two main screens. There's an about page in here. But it is at a point where Mike and Robert did a lot of the database modeling, and so they can take that, take the user interface, and really kind of watch from there.
Yeah, and some of the things to move this forward to the next step, hopefully with an intern, is to create the database connections based on Mike and Robert's data model, work with a UI designer, getting post and search functions to work with the database, add the ability to register as a volunteer and flesh that out, and then also have functionality for email and text notifications. So those are the next steps to move it forward. So the questions.